who we hear nothing from. Okay? So we hear nothing from them. That means that that's what's happening. So in Indianapolis, as of yesterday, another young black man gunned down by the police. And what's so crazy is if you look at other videos with police interaction with people, you even see them doing things like trying to rationalize. I've seen it where a Caucasian man has had a knife talking to the police, and they'll try and barter with them versus just shooting the man down for running. Tase them, and then you shoot them, and then you do it on live. So now that's like one of my issues. We need body cams. No, we don't. Who gives a damn if we have body cams? Is even when you see the injustice occur, nothing is going to happen. You have to really think about that. So, moving on in news you may or may not be able to use, also brought to you by our partners at Good Helpers Heating and Cooling. If you're in the Metro Detroit area, make sure you go check out my boy Kip, keeping it professional, because they have licensed technicians, very well versed in some of the best prices in the region. So don't get ready to go into the summertime without having you some little air. Because let me tell you something, air is a necessity these days. So get with it or get over it. A woman, according to Hollywood Unlocked, a woman calls 911 saying her genitals are on fire. It's a lot of people probably need to be calling 911 because they on fire. Danger! An Ohio woman is facing multiple charges after she called 911 and said she needs to have the fire put out in her genitals. 50-year-old Katrina Morgan contacted the Port Clinton Police Department on Saturday around 10 p.m., stating she needed the fire department because her pussy was on fire. Investigators say that she contacted 911 from a friend's house shortly before officers arrived at the home. After their arrival, Morgan was informed that she should be arrested for making false emergency reports and disrupting public service. She began to resist arrest after she annoyed the officers. Okay? A 911 transcript revealed that Morgan asked if the department hose was working and said, "I need somebody to come put it out with they hose." Oh man, she said, come put it out with the hose. While she was being handcuffed, Morgan started yelling at the officers and did not follow their request. She finally complied with the orders after officers threatened to use a stun gun to calm her down. Witnesses at the home stated they never saw Morgan on the phone, and empty alcohol bottles were found all over the scene. So maybe she didn't mean literally. Maybe she mean figuratively. And when she said hose, maybe she wasn't talking about no water. That is too funny. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Call with the little water hose and come put this little Tucci. Come put this little Tucci out. Young Tucci. I wonder how many people have actually made. That's something I'm going to have to bring to you guys one day. I wonder what is like the most ridiculous 911 calls that have been made. Like, what are some things that people have called and said that were like, ridiculous? Like, what is probably, one of the like craziest things that somebody has reported. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Speaking of the versus battles, we know that we got Jill Scott and your girl Erykah Badu coming up this weekend, which I will be sitting front and center for. I actually have a show on Saturday. So if you guys want to see some comedy, some free comedy, some funny comedy, not just from myself, but from a multitude of comedians that have been featured on HBO, Def Jam, Comic View, you can head over to Detroit 313 Quarantined Comedians. That's the name of the group. Detroit 313 Quarantine Comedians. Your super engineer, radio host, comedian, eating good, producer. Your girl Miss Toy gonna be in the building as well. So make sure you follow her on the gram, MOMSTOYTOI. And it's Detroit 313 Quarantine Comedians, which is gonna be Saturday. But after that, I'm about to go hear them call Tyrone. Call him, and tell him, come and get your shit. I can't sing, but it seems like when you dogging somebody, it sounds better, don't it? You need to call Tyrone, call him, and tell him get his shit. Oh, you sounded that online the other day, toy. Sounded good. Well, DMX wants to battle Jay-Z. And what they calling it is versus VERZUZ. So rapper DMX has said he would like to go hit for hit with Jay-Z on Instagram. Okay? DMX featured on a recent episode of Drink Champs, which is Noriega's podcast, N-O-R-E, Nori. And they asked who he would want to go up against. He said Jay. Nori was shocked, to say the least. Are you saying Jay-Z? Yeah, who you think? That's who you think? Like, you trying to play me, son? Now that he laid down the gauntlet, no doubt Swiss and Timberland will be trying to see if they could get this battle inked. But does Jay think that DMX is a worthy adversary? We'll have to wait and see. Now, let me say this. People may want to dog DMX, but do you know that DMX called himself the Grand Champ because all 5 of his albums have all debuted at #1 on Billboard? Bet you didn't know that. So DMX has 5 #1 Billboard hit albums. They have the 5th one was that Get It on the Floor. Get it on the floor. I don't know if y'all remember that. That was my jam. You don't want to party, then your ass gotta go. So all of them debuted at #1. So I do think that Jay-Z has more music, but I think that DMX has enough music to go, head up, back and back. And I would love to see DMX and Jay-Z. I think that would be a great New York heated battle. They both have different styles. Because at first I was thinking Jay-Z and Nas. But I mean, we've seen them battle for a long time. So it's like, okay, let's get it going in a whole nother way, on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Let's get that Jay-Z and DMX, because we tired of that same. We want to get a little bit of diversity going on. Plus I want to hear it go, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear that grrr. DMX make you feel like he gonna tear that ass up. Excuse my language. I would never date no crackhead, but I'm just saying, if you like to date crackheads, he'll tear you up. He'll crackhead tear your ass down. I could see DMX being the gas station man too. Is it just me? I can see DMX. Yo, you want your gas pumped? Yo, I'll pump number 6. You know what I'm saying? That was my DMX impersonation. Did I do good? Pump number 6. Okay. And of course, the last story in news you may or may not be able to use, because I don't give a damn if you use it. It's interesting to me. Your girl, Alexis Sky. So Alexis Sky is the video host that had a baby by Fatty Wap. She's also been a bully. She's also known for sodomizing a girl with a cucumber at a little Boosie party, which I was extremely disgusted by. She's beefed with Fatty Wap's other baby mama. And recently she was doing her daughter's hair online. And she says the ugly side of fame. Alexis Sky addresses haters with disgusting things to say about her daughter with special needs. So her daughter appears to have some special needs. And she's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta star Alexis Sky has been openly loving and encouraging her premature born daughter Aliyah in public. But unfortunately, this doesn't stop people from being cruel towards her child on social media. Alexis is now speaking up about it. The 25-year-old mom shared with fans that Aliyah has been diagnosed with hydrosyphilis. Okay, I know I said that wrong. The baby ain't got syphilis. Hold on. Hydrosyphilis. That's a spell. Shoot. HYDRO. That's how you break it out. CEPHALUS. I'm pretty sure it took HS. I'm pretty sure it took her a long ass time to pronounce that. You said HS. It say US on my paper. Hydrocephalus. Okay. I don't know what it is either. After being born 3 months early, the 2 year old has extensive therapy to help her with her speech and several other areas. For the first time, Alexis is opening up about how she deals with disgusting or evil folks, um, talking about her child. Let's hear what Alexis has to say. She said, I don't really let the internet get to me. At first, it did bother me, but I just learned to kind of block it out because it's disgusting. She's a baby. If you're that evil to talk about a kid, what I went through, you're an evil person. So I just learned to just tune that part out. But it was hard. I'm not going to lie. It was hard in the beginning to deal with it. But now I have to keep this barrier up. Like Alea, I know she's strong. She's a fighter. She motivates me every day. So to just see her striving to help her, that's my job as a mother to make good. Now, this is the question I have for everybody, right? With that. And we looked it up, and the hydrocephalus is a buildup of fluid in the cavities deep in the brain. The excess fluid increases the size of the ventricles and puts pressure on the brain. It's the it's a spinal disorder with extra fluid on the brain. Now, I want to say this, and I really want to ask this question, right? Because earlier this year, Alexis Sky had an internet spat with Ariana Fletcher. That's Ari, my sister Kai. Talked about her. I don't know why she's famous, but she said, go ahead, get you a new butt. You could be famous too. She seemed to take subliminal jabs at Alexis's daughter. Fans quickly jumped to drag Ari over the comments. But when a person is nasty themselves, are their kids off limits? Because I'm going to tell you what about Alexis Sky that I didn't like. I watched a video where she stuck a cucumber in she sodomized a young lady that was obviously drunk. Like, the girl was drunk as hell. So she sodomized somebody drunk with a cucumber and thought it was funny, put it all over the internet, made fun of this drunk ass girl, when we all know, as women, men, everybody has seen somebody that was drunk or over the limit where you was like, hold on, y'all can't do that with her. Hold on, y'all can't do that with her. So for someone, right, who is like that, who does those things to others, I mean, do you take some sympathy from her when you beefing with somebody? Our kids off limits.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I hear some people say ain't nothing off limits. You know, if I'm going in, I'm going in. If I'm going in, I'm going in. And then there's some people like, you can't talk about kids. Now, I did see her doing her baby's hair. And I know this is going to sound very, did she say that? Or is it kind of like a karma thing? You've been a nasty person. You slept with other people's men. You've done a lot of nasty things. Is it like, well, I mean, I really don't, I can't speak on that. Like I said, I don't like what I saw as far as what she was doing. Anytime you take advantage of a person like that, I just thought it was utterly disgusting. So I don't feel sorry for her. I do feel sorry for any child or anybody who talks about a child, but I definitely don't feel sorry for Miss Alexis Sky. The baby is the baby. And one thing as well, that's kind of why so think about some celebrities like Gucci Mane and Keisha Kaur. When I first noticed, I didn't know that Keisha Kaur had 3 kids. She had before Gucci. So shout out to the baby mamas winning. She upgraded. I'm pretty sure her baby daddy wasn't, getting the money Gucci getting. But she rarely shows her children. And at first I was like, oh, you don't want to show your children? But then I started to realize when you put your children out there, you put them out there for all type of public. The public can say whatever. They can try and reach out. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like, is it okay? You know what I'm saying? Or should you keep your kids in the background because you know that anything that people say, you're subjecting them to that? She ain't 2-3 years old putting herself on your Instagram, dancing around on your Instagram. You're putting her out there. So it's I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that. And even when it comes to my own child, I put him out there. That's why I try and make sure his confidence together. But I don't know if I want to put a 2 or 3-year-old out there that has a disability that's already going to snap. You know what I'm saying? People are going to say things. They're going to try and get under your skin. They don't like you. They're going to take it out on your child. And it is sad. It is sad. It is sad. But especially when you have been when you've been mean to others, things have a way of coming back, and sometimes they come back 10 and 15 fold. So, I'm just saying. I'm just wondering. But poor baby, I'm sorry that she is, even having to go through that. I'm sorry her mom is a thought. That's what I'm really sorry. Shout out to all the thought moms, out here. So definitely it's a sad thing when your mama is a thought. So you got to deal with her. Because sometimes I be thinking, here we go, me going off into a whole nother world, because that's what I be doing. I can't never stay on Earth. I got to go to Mars sometimes. Sometimes I be thinking that, like, some of the issues I have with men come as a result of my daddy being a thought. He was a rat. Because thoughts wasn't out yet. So my daddy was a rat. He was promiscuous. He had a lot of women. And I be wondering, like, I wonder if the reason that maybe I've had my little spats where I had to get dogged out was like karma. Like some woman, like, you know what? Yeah, you fucked over me, but your daughter, like, I just be wondering, Daddy, send me a sign. Let me know. Why you let these hoes ruin my life? Don't do that to me. So, I be wondering, because I'm a nut job, and that's the kind of stuff I probably be thinking about, like, dang, I wonder if my daddy little thoughtin', if it came through the thought pot line, the Hoodrat pipeline, to make sure that, I was going to struggle for a minute. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just be keeping it real, because it's like, some people we don't be keeping it real, and we be trying to act like, you know what I'm saying? We be trying to act like it ain't nothing, but sometimes you got to think about that. So parents, men especially, because women already is like, oh, she a thought, don't do that, and we get shamed. But there are a lot of men that are hoes around, be hoeing. I be hoeing. That's what I be doing. And then your kids going to end up bearing the brunt of what you done did in your life. So you got to think about that. Be careful what you do and who you screw to help your kids. And that was news you may or may not be able to use, brought to you by Community First Tax Service. Get up to $9,500 same day as cash. Head over to learnthetaxbiz.com and Good Helpers Heating and Cooling. Make sure you see Kip, keeping it professional. Also, make sure you cop that new book, Faith Over Fear, Tales of a Retired Hood Rat, which is available at my website, which is www.tbarbisfunny.com. You can also head over to tbarbisfunny.com if you want to see the latest in what I'm doing all week, including this Saturday, where you can catch me with the Detroit 313 Quarantine Comedians. The group on Facebook is Detroit 313 Quarantine Comedians. You can catch myself, Bill Hill, Shani D, Miss Toy Toy, Josiah Jones. I mean, it's so many people on that list. It's like an amazing show that you're getting for free. They are taking some Cash App donations, but it is not required. So go on over there, see that show, support some local comedy, give moms something to do, because this weekend is Mother's Day. And even though we locked down in quarantine, and we can't get away from our kids, because that's one of the biggest problems. I don't care. People like, Mother's Day, you supposed to be with your kids? Hell no. That's when somebody supposed to come pick them up for you. That's your Mother's Day gift. Give me a day. I needs to be free today.
A few moments later.
But luckily, I'm stuck. So I'm stuck on the stuck. So make sure you go order your mom. If you want to give your mom something that's lasting, that's going to keep her entertained, you can go hop on and grab that book, www.tbarbisfunny.com. I also have t-shirts. You don't have to stay where you start. T-shirts are also available while supplies last. So make sure you head on over there. And also, if you at the crib, y'all want to laugh, and y'all don't go on Facebook, because you get older, it's called Spacebook now. Then make sure you head over to Amazon Prime and watch that new comedy special, Getting Off. That's Gettin, Getting Off, on Amazon Prime Video. Make sure you rate and you leave a comment as well. So we need you to go over to Amazon Prime Video and watch Getting Off, the Getting Off comedy series. 5 comedians, 5 different hilariousness. Season 1 shot right here in Detroit, where the Streetz Radio, we're based. We're all over the world, but we're based here in Detroit, Michigan. So season 1 is that. 5 comedians, including your girl T-Barb. I'm episode number 1, Single Mom Sex is what it's called. So make sure you go check it out. Get you a laugh on. So there's so many ways to catch me to stay connected. You can catch me laughing on Amazon Prime Video, Getting Off. You can get the book, Faith Over Fear, Tales of a Retired Hoodrat. That's why I become the Ghetto Ayanla. www.tbarbisfunny.com. And you can catch me live this Saturday in Detroit, 313 Quarantine Comedians Saturday. I believe my set starts at around 7 o'clock, but you can stay all day. You can laugh all day. You, your mom, your baby mama, because that does lead me to this. And I'm going to poll this on my Facebook. So make sure you go like my Facebook too, Comedian T-Barb. Can baby daddies get their baby mamas a gift if they are married to someone else? Should baby daddies be getting baby mamas gifts? I want to know. So I'm definitely going to poll that. Let's see what say ye. What say ye? And then another note, just our last thing that make you go, before we get out of here and we go to that old school power hour. Because after the show, you ain't got to go nowhere. You can keep listening to the music, keep jamming 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So at 7 o'clock, you need something to do, you need something to listen to. Come on over to the Streetz Radio. Hear what we got banging and bumping, all our side eye, baby, everything that is going on. Make sure that you tune in to that, because it's going down on the radio. And also this evening that you tune in to Focus Unfiltered with your girl B Focus from 9 to 12. Well, they say there is a second and third wave of coronavirus deaths that are more likely. This is according to German researchers, and this is from your friends over at Business Insider. They say a second and even a third wave of coronavirus pandemic is now likely, according to one of Germany's leading disease experts. We know with great certainty that there will be a second wave. The majority of scientists are sure of this, says Lothar Wheeler, the president of Robert Koch Institute. The German national lockdown is fraying as it sees as individual states move to reopen restaurants, beer gardens, hotels later this summer. Now, with that being said, I only brought that up because stop getting afraid of second and third waves. And you know what you need to be? Second and third waved up immunity wise. So make sure that you're taking your vitamins. We talked about hydration today. Celery juice helps with inflammation, which is one of the leading causes of disease. Don't forget there's going to be a meat shortage, which is not all that bad as people think, because you don't need as much meat as you think you need. I know you think you need it because you're greedy ass, but you don't need all that. Sometimes you need to take a step back. And you need to be faithful in what you can do in the immune system, because the body is self-healing. Don't forget, God made the body to be self-healing as long as you give it the aid, the nutrients that it needs to do its job. You feel me? Do you feel me? Or you don't feel me? Or you don't hear me though? You better hear me though if you don't hear me though, because you're going to have to hear me though. I'm too silly. And make sure also while you on the Facebook, that you head over to Laughing While Lockdown Comedy Spot. You can check out my set from last night. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to RJ Leary, young cat coming up out of Flint, Michigan. Yeah, Flint water still messed up too. I just want to throw that in because we all on this Big Gretch talk. Let's talk about Big Gretch actually, see if she want to fix some, some little water so some people don't have no lead in their little water. so they can drink their water and be safe. Okay? So those are issues. Don't forget to make your politicians stand up for their rights. Don't just listen to what everyone is telling you. Sometimes you have to go disseminate and find that information out on your own. Okay? We need to find out information on our own. We need to stop being so critical in our communities. Understand that everybody makes mistakes. Understand that all people do the same things. So when you're out and about and you see someone and you feel like they're not social distancing the way that you would, stop passing judgment on them. Stop going on Facebook, going through these long rants as to what they're doing. Allow people to do what they need to do. And the best thing you can do is take your own safety precautions to make sure that you're protecting yourself. Once again, make sure you hit me up on the gram. That's TBARB_. That's on Instagram. It's TBARB_. Also, Retired Hoodrat Mornings, all one word. You can also catch up with the station and get the hottest and latest gossip. Official Streetz with the Z Radio. That's Official Streetz with the Z Radio. And you can follow super producer, comedian, radio host Toy at MSTOYTOI. It's Thirsty Thursday. Tomorrow's F'd Up Friday. So make sure you tune in for another amazing show. Amazon Prime Video getting off. We love you guys so much. Thank you to our major sponsors. And don't forget, if you want to sponsor or have your ad ran here on this station, we have the most reasonable rates available. So get at us at officialstreetsradio@gmail.com. And guess what? With that being said, I love you guys so much. Take care of each other. Eat good today. Drink good today. Enjoy yourself. Live your best life. Stay safe. Stay masked up. Do what you got to do. It's the Retired Hoodrat Morning Show. We will catch you guys tomorrow, Mitches, 8 a.m.
Want to increase your income in 2020 while helping others in your community? Well, Community First Tax Services is looking for mobile tax preparers.